Let's look at the 4 Ps. And the first P of the 4 Ps that is traditionally being discussed is the product mix. The 4 Ps, again, are made of product, place, price, and promotion. When you talk about a product, you talk about a generic term for goods, services, organization, IDs, people, and locations. Services are subcategories of products, and they have specific categories of qualities and attributes. Products have 3 levels, and there are 4 types of consumers, and then products are discussed within the product line. Services are different because services have 4 attributes. The first attribute is intangibility, the fact that you cannot store, you cannot have an inventory, you can't keep a physical good out of a service. The second particularity is that it can't be separated from who's producing it. The third is the quality very much depends on who's producing it and when and where it's being produced. Perishability is the fact that you cannot keep a copy. You can't have accounting of your services because you're not storing any of the services. They are being produced and consumed at the same time. So when you make products, you make products where you develop different level of quality of the products. You think about the different features that you want to add to the product, and then you talk about the style and design of the product. A very famous company when it comes to product design is Apple. Apple developed different products with different design, and eventually those designs evolved as they developed more features and they tried to adapt to the different innovation that are being produced. I was mentioning the fact that there are different level of products in terms of the core, the actual, and the augmented product. The core is the main reason why you buy a product. So you buy a toothbrush to brush your teeth. The actual are the different features offered by this product. So maybe there's different, if it's an electric toothbrush, different speed. Maybe there's a different style of heads that you can put on it. And then the augmented product would be the accessories or the extra features, such as the services or the warranties or the instructions in order to buy this product. There could be also things associated to the financing and the delivery of this product that would become the augmented product. 4 groups of consumer products. The convenience is the one that you buy regularly, frequently, without thinking much about the differences between the different products being offered. You just conveniently buy this product because it was right there, and you don't think too much of the fact that there's a level of involvement or maybe searching for differences. It's just convenient and you buy it. So you buy soap with the same brand of soap or any brand of soap because it's just a convenient brand, convenient product that you found while you were shopping. The shopping product requires more analysis. Maybe you see that there are different competitors' products. Maybe you don't buy it as often. So convenience will be a soap, a newspaper, a milk, but maybe shopping will be something that's more expensive, such as a TV or a washing machine. Specialty products will be something that you buy for special events. So maybe it's a gift for a wedding, or maybe it's buying a wedding ring, or maybe it's something extremely expensive, maybe buying a house or something. And so it's a product that you don't regularly buy. You like funeral services or something that you can't think about buying because you don't know much about it. Maybe like buying life insurance. When you talk about the product, you think about the product mix, and the product mix is defined through the product line. So the product line width is a different number of different products that you have in the product line. So let's say if you selling a car, you may have a coupe, a sedan, a station wagon, a van, and a pickup, and a convertible. So these will be the different width that you have. The depth is the variation between each one of these categories. The length is the total numbers of items that you will be selling. So it is very important to understand when you're developing a product, is it the depth or the width that you're developing? Obviously, it is more work when you're developing a new width versus when you're developing a depth. So again, width is how many categories you have within the product line. The depth is how many variations between these categories. The length is the numbers of total item. And then there's another one, the concept of consistency. The concept of consistency is how much connections do you have between all of these categories? Are they related, and how much are they related? Let's look at an example. Here we have a Procter & Gamble product line, And if I was to ask you, what is the number of width is 5. There's detergent, soap, shampoo, toothpaste, and potato chips. What is the depth of the toothpaste? It's 2. There's Crest and there's Gleam 2. When developing product line, you also think about the different perceptions in terms of quality and maybe status. So you think about the idea of stretching upward or downward. The idea is maybe you have a lower end type of product and brand, and you want to be going upward, which means that you want to make it more luxurious. But you could also do the opposite, take a more luxurious brand and make it more popular. So this is something that's done oftentimes in the luxury branding, where you would have a very high-end brand of luxury that will create some more popular and simplified and cheaper type of products in order to broaden the targets and sell more products to more people with a less high price. Versus the opposite, maybe to take a more common brand, popular brand, and then make it more limited edition in order to make it more upward stretching towards more luxurious type of products. So when you develop a product, you think about the features of the product, you think about its brand and what kind of packaging you're going to use, labeling, and then also how you're going to sell it and who's going to be supporting the sale of this product. A very important element of the product mix is the packaging, because with the packaging, you can make a different packaging for your product, and the product can be recognizable because of the packaging. But also the packaging can protect your product, but at the same time, it can also make the product more tied up with what your image and your brand is and how to use the product. So you could have a version of a soda inside an aluminum can, a plastic bottle, or a glass bottle, depending on the image, where it's sold, and the type of target that you're selling the product. Packaging can make your product very competitive and also disruptive in how people can use the product, and you can become a disruptor because your packaging is so different that it makes your product stand out and be better than your competitors. So Pringles packaging is setting apart the chips for this brand, but also the Go-Gurt yogurt coming from a tube has really been a disruptor when it comes to this new product. The content is the same, it's still yogurt, but it's the way it's been dispensed that makes a big difference.